I'm going to bring out some of my other friends right now who spend a lot of time in Japan. Oh, I guess I better let everybody get this bed out of here, huh? Okay. Anyway, they're amazing dancers, and they're gonna come out here and do a thing for you. And they call themselves Elite Force, so please give a big hand for Elite Force, and here they come.
Check it out. Hit you with no delaying to what you saying, yo. Silly with your ice grilly with the dilly, yo. When I be on the mic, yes, I do my duty, yo. While up in the club like we while in the studio.
Hello.
Hello. How are you? So later, I come back home after working with TLC and all that, and I come back home, and this Japanese lady is running around at every agency looking for me to take me to Japan. And she run into my old agency, which I'm no longer a part of, and she asked them, do you know a guy named Henry Link? It wasn't even Henry Link yet. Do you know a guy named Henry, this dancer? And she showed him a picture.
So you weren't linked?
No, I wasn't linked yet. No, wasn't linked yet. Yeah, I was linked. And she's like, I was linked now, just linked. And she said, do you know this dancer named Link? And she showed them a picture, and they was like, yeah, this is one of our old clients. And they called me up, and they asked me, could I come to the office to meet some Japanese lady want to meet me? And I was like, sure. And I'm wondering why they calling me, because they're no longer my management. But we was like family, so I guess, hey, it's still cool. So after that, I get to the office, and the lady goes, you know, you have a lot of fans in Japan. And I was like, what? And she said, yeah, you have a lot of fans in Japan, and they would love for you to come to Japan. Would you like to go? And I was like, yeah, sure.
What year was this?
This is 1992. And at the end of 92, like the beginning of 93. Like the beginning or the summer of 93, something like that. And I was like, yeah, for sure. No. The end of 92. It's the end of 92. So, is the end of 92? Yeah, the summer of 92, the end of 92, around September, October. And I was like, yeah, sure, for sure, I would love to go. No, but I can't go by myself. Impossible. You want me to go to Japan, a country that speaks no English, by myself? I can't do it. First time, no. And she said, well, who would you bring? And I said, my crew, my partners, Stretch and Loose Joint. And she called the company, and she asked them about me telling them that I will not come by myself, and he would bring his crew with him. And it was like, okay, but is it possible he'll come by himself next time? And I said, yes, I will come by myself next time. I promise I will go this time with them, but the next time I'll come by myself. But the first time, no, not alone. After that, she said, also, they asked him, what would you call your group? Like the name of your group? What would you call your guys? And automatically I said, Elite Force. So it was really me that gave Elite Force the name. I said, Elite Force.
So it was like 92 that Elite Force became Elite.
Yeah, it became
official.
Elite Force right there in that meet. And I was like, Elite Force. And then when we went to our first show as Elite Force was in Japan in 1994. We couldn't go in the December of 93 because we was doing Mariah's tour, because the dates was off. We thought that when the tour was ending, we was going to go to Japan the next day. But the last day of the show was the day we were supposed to fly to Japan. Actually, the day we were supposed to perform in Japan. So we couldn't do it. So we gave the job to Khalif and Peter Paul. So they went to Japan instead of us. And we went the following year. We went the following summer in 94.
And what was it like the first time? Because now Japan, you've been a million times, right?
Yeah. The first time we went to Japan, it was amazing because we saw like many people. We even saw people that looked like they look black, but they wasn't black, but they looked black. Where at one point we thought we was gonna have to fight in the underground area. We thought we was gonna have to fight because there was so many people, and we was like, oh my god. I was like, yo, watch out! Here comes some real thugs, some real hardcore cats. And when they got up to them, they was like, oh, Lingates, oh, shit. But from a distance, they don't look Japanese. They look black. They had bald heads and Timberlands and they was polo, and they was walking around like this. And we was like, I was like, yo, back to back, get on the clock. We might have to, scuffle up a little something. So we all was like, all right, we standing there, and they saw us, and they ran over, and they was like, oh, Elite Force, oh, loose joint stress. Oh,
so was it just, it was the three of you?
It's just me, Loose Joint Stretch. Elite Force original members is me, Loose Joint Stretch, 3. It wasn't later until we added three other guys, more in the house. Bobby, Terry, and Ejo, more into house. When Loose Joint got sick and he couldn't do the show, we added Ejo. Then when Loose stopped dancing, we added Terry. And then Terry, we added Bobby as the last member in like 98.
But it's original
members is Loose Joint, Stretch, and Link.
Yeah.
That's Elite Force, the original members.
Okay.
Everybody's Elite Force, but the original is us 3. It started with us 3.
And it was you 3 that was in Japan that in 94?
Yeah, 94.
Yeah.
94 and 97.
And so from that time, was Japan like a annual thing? Like when did all the traveling start?
All the traveling already been started. Once we hit Japan,
but to go teach, had it already?
Like the first time they asked me to teach, I said no, I can't. I don't know how. Because making up a routine is something easy for me. But teaching people, I didn't find it was going to be something easy. So I said no. But it wasn't in Japan that I said no. It was here in New York. And I said no. And I actually started learning how to teach by watching other teachers. How you teach people. And then I started, Stretch was the first one that was working as a dance teacher in BDC. Then I was working as a dance teacher in BDC. Then when I went to Japan, I was teaching. And then we started going back frequently, doing shows and teaching, doing workshops. And then other artists started wanting me to come and choreograph their shows and their tours and stuff like that, yeah. So it was frequent flyer miles from Japan. And it still is today.
How often a year would you travel to teach?
I'm home maybe 2.5 months out of the year.
Wow. Do you like it? Do you ever get like...
No, I love it because I get to meet new people, new dancers. Everything's new for me every time, so I love it.
You've gone how many countries?
Well, I have good 30 SIM cards. And there's some countries they don't give SIMs. So.
What country shocked you the most in terms of the dance scene?
Japan.
Yeah? In what way?
In the way that they pick up so fast. How they're so technique and so straight. And what shocks me the most is that they'd rather learn the basics before learning anything difficult. It's amazing. Where you go to other countries, if you teach the basics, they bored. They want that here and now Ovaltine or something like hot soup that you pour water in and soup all of a sudden. No, Japan want to make the soup from scratch. Love it.